Okay, so till this point we have completed your module 1 as well as module 2. Okay, so till the end of this module 2 it will be asked in this mid-sem. So I hope you must have prepared the module 1. Okay, and module 2 whatever I have taught in this week you must have gone through it. Okay, so I'll just quickly recap the things which you have studied in the module 1. Okay, so these things we have studied previously, so just I want to recap it. Okay, so the main important things which are there, so those portions I'll be recap. Okay, so basically we'll be discussing about the diet problems, and then your this average value calculation and the RMS value calculations. Then if about the clipper clumper we'll discuss something, and regarding this your gen or diet problems. Okay, so those things just briefly I will discuss. Okay, right. So we have seen this diet things. So this basically most of definitely you will it's probable. Okay, so you will get a diet problem. So we will discuss about the diet problems. Okay, so basically the diet problem can be either a series diet or a parallel diet. Okay, so these examples already we have discussed earlier. Okay, just I want to recapitulate it. Okay, so that you will get those things. If you have forgotten these things, so you will remind it. Okay, so if you have any diets, okay, so let us say, or let's start from this problem. Okay, so this kind of problems we have seen. So let us start from this problem. So obviously it is not possible to complete all the problems, but we'll at least do 2-3 problems so that that concept will be covered. It's in this problem we'll do. Okay, so let us say this problem is given to you. So one thing I had told you, so if this type of plus 12 volt it is written, you convert it into, I mean, do another figure where you will write in the battery term. Okay, so that means if this node is plus 12 volt, that means what? It is actually a 12 volt battery whose positive side is connected to the upside and the negative side is connected to the ground side. Okay, that means this node is at 12 volt. Okay, now after that, first you will check that whether this diodes will conduct or not. So just by looking at these diodes, you can get that both the silicon diode and the germanium diode both are actually in forward bias manner, forward bias direction, because this left side here it is at 12 volt. Okay, and this side, the right side is ground. So obviously the silicon is requiring 0.7 and the germanium needs 0.3. So total requirement is here 1 volt. Okay, so your applied voltage is 12, which is more than 1, so it will actually conduct. So if it will conduct, then you have to replace the silicon with its VT equivalent. Okay, or that silicon diode is replaced by this 0.7 volt battery. Okay, similarly this germanium is replaced by the 0.3 volt battery. Okay, after that you have to go on solving. Okay, so for solving, which we so first we check that 12 volt is greater than 1, so it will conduct, and both the diodes will be for best. Okay, so then anything it is asked, like it is asked to find out your V0. Okay, V0 means this voltage it is asked. Okay, so if either you can apply KVL. Okay, so if you write the KVL, your 12 minus 51 as per the KVL, here it is 12 minus 51 minus 52 minus V0 equal to 0. Okay, implies your V0 will come as 11 volt. Or simply if you just look at the diagram also you can get both the diodes are consuming 1 volt and the applied voltage is 12. So 12 minus 1, which is coming V0 equal to 11. Okay, so once you get your V0, then this resistor is 5.6K. So dividing it, it will give you this current accuracy. So I hope there should not be any doubt in this problem. Okay. And if the diodes are connected in the opposite way, You just quickly reply me so that I can complete more and more problems.
So your ID will be 0 as
Yes, because the second silicon diode is off actually. Okay, so since it is off, ID will be 0. Okay, so since the second one is off, your ID is 0. So now thing is that we have to find out how much voltage is appearing across this first silicon diode and how much voltage is appearing across this second silicon diode. Okay, so the thing is that the current flowing across this first silicon diode is 0. So if current flowing across this first silicon diode is 0, so obviously this first diode is not consuming anything. Okay, though you are applying 12 volt, okay, which is capable to switch on this first diode, okay, but the current is not flowing because the second diode is off. So the first diode is not consuming anything. So if it is not consuming, so the voltage appear across this first silicon diode will be equal to 0. So this voltage across applied across this first silicon diode will be 0. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, you can say the voltage applied across this first silicon diode will be 0, and rest what will happen, you want to find out the VD2. Okay, so you can calculate your VD2. Okay, so after calculating it is simply you will get that VD2 will be equal to 12 because this current, this I, let us say this IR, this current is 0. So you can calculate it. Okay, so it is simple, or you calculate it 12 minus VD1 minus VD2 minus IR into R equal to 0, implies your 12 minus VD1 is 0 minus VD2 minus IR is 0 into R का वैल्यू है 5.6 that you can apply. Okay, equal to 0, implies your VD2 equal to 12. So the important thing here is that the first diode is though it is possible to on, but since the second diode is not switched on, so that's why the voltage applied across the first diode VD1 will be 0 and the VD2 will be equal to 12 volt. Okay, yes. So this is also a little, I mean, the same problem, but only the difference is here it is 12. Like always, this side was grounded. So at that convention, you are familiar with. But if this is written like E2 equal to -5, so you have to calculate properly. Otherwise, it will give you a wrong answer. Okay. So basically, you have to go for the proper calculation. That means do this figure with another figure with this battery equivalent. Okay, so basically this is plus 10. That means what? It is a 10 volt battery with respect to ground. Okay, so here E2 is -5. That means what I'll do?
नेगेटिव टर्मिनल इज कनेक्टेड।
I mean बैटरी को कैसे लगाऊंगा? एक 5 वोल्ट का बैटरी लूंगा, बैटरी का नेगेटिव टर्मिनल इधर ऊपर रहेगा, ठीक है? Once you do this thing, after that everything is okay, no problem. Okay, so in this way you did this figure. Okay, so you go on calculating. Okay. So here simply you can calculate your I, V, V2, V0, etc. It is asked. Okay, so you go on calculating. So diode के across में voltage 0.7 you applied. Okay, 0. Yes, always remember diode का जो 0.7 डालोगे, इसका जो PN side है ना, PN diode, okay, right side is a bar है, that is negative. Okay, so that's why ये 0.7 volt का minus sign right side को रहेगा. Okay, P side मतलब that is 0.7 volt का plus side. Okay, उसके बाद सिर्फ इसको कैलकुलेट करो. So okay, here the calculations are already there. Quickly you can go. Okay, so if you apply a loop here, so 10. Okay, so we are going through this thing. So plus 10 minus I. Okay, so minus I into 4.7 or minus I into R1. Okay, so R1 means this 4.7 k resistor. Okay, then your minus VD. Okay, then this current is your, let's say ID, okay, or that is the, okay, name the current is I, the current is named as I, okay. So minus I into R2, minus I into R2, okay. Here it is plus E2 because you are moving from top to, I mean, anti-clockwise, clockwise direction you are going, okay. So when you are going clockwise direction, this vector is, we are going from minus to plus, so it is plus E2, okay. So just put this thing and you will get your I. After getting I, when you calculate for V0, here just you have to calculate it properly, okay. I mean, directly you cannot say V0 equal to I into R2. We have another battery E2 also, the 5-volt battery also there, so that thing also should be taken care of, okay. So V1 V2 is okay, so that is voltage accuracy diode, voltage accuracy resistors, so simply it will be IR1 and IR2, okay. But to calculate your V0, you can apply KVL here. Here, if you are applying the KVL in minus this clockwise direction, you will get -5. Then it will be plus IR2 or minus IR2. You are going in this clockwise direction. Here it is your V0. So this is your point where you are measuring V0. So V0 with respect to ground, so this side is plus and the lower ground side is minus F taken, okay. So your I current is मूविंग डाउन, ओके, इन दिस R2 रजिस्टर के थ्रू में ये जो I करंट है ऊपर से नीचे जा रहा है, लेकिन तुम्हारा जो लूप का डायरेक्शन लिए हो इस तरफ क्लॉक वाइज डायरेक्शन में लिए हो, दैट मींस ए योर लूप डायरेक्शन एंड द करंट डायरेक्शन आर ऑपोजिट, सो आई विल राइट डाउन प्लस IR2 minus V0 equal to 0 implies your V0 equal to IR2 -5. तो IR2 का वैल्यू, I का वैल्यू कैलकुलेट हुआ था 2.07, R2 का वैल्यू है, you apply them, you will get your result, okay. So it is IR2, okay. IR2 is already, I have calculated this in 4.56, so that's why quickly I put it, okay. Otherwise you could have also calculated here I into R2, so this is the answer, okay. So these three problems are your series diode problems. And coming to the parallel diode problems, we have seen already 4 different concepts, okay. So these are the concepts that all of you are following me or not, because I am going quickly, just I want to have a overlook on all the problems or all the things which you have studied. Yes or no? Any problem?
No, sir, no problem.
Okay, so here basically when the parallel diode problems will come, there will be 2 diodes which will be in parallel, okay. So here this part, I mean 2 dash D1 and D2 are in parallel, okay. So if they are in parallel, so with different examples I have explained you, so forget about that thing. So now you just I mean remember this thing, if both the diodes are same, I mean silicon diode, here also silicon diode, then the net V0, this V0 will be equal to threshold voltage of anyone, because दोनों सेम है, okay. तो दोनों सिलिकॉन सिलिकॉन है तो V0 कितना 0.7 होगा, okay. So obviously if both are silicon, so this will also consume 0.7, this will also consume 0.7, so that's why your final V0 will be equal to 0.7, okay. So if the voltage V0 is 0.7, how much is this VR I can find out, okay, because I can say E minus VR minus V0 equal to 0, okay, because V0 is the voltage between this point and the lower point, because I have already told you that these are at the same point, okay. Similarly these 3 points are the same point, okay, and your V0 is the voltage between here this plus sign and this bottom is the minus sign, okay. So obviously I can write like this, E minus VR minus V0 equal to 0, or your VR equal to E minus V0, or it is 10 minus 0.7. So you got the voltage across this R resistor. Okay, once you get this thing, you can calculate your I by dividing this resistance. Okay, and here ID1 and ID2 will be same. Why? Because both the path are having same characteristics, because both the dads are silicon. तो दोनों का जो रेजिस्टेंस होगा वो भी सेम रहेगा. That means ID1 equal to ID2 equal to this I1 by 2. Okay, this ID1 equal to ID2 equal to this net I1 by 2. तो I1 कितना होगा? I1 कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? क्योंकि ऊपर हम VR कैलकुलेट किए थे, VR by this R. Okay, so here the concept is that if both the silicon dads are same, then your V0 will be equal to VT1 or VT2. Okay, so in this question, if both the dads are different, what is the V0?
Sir, voltage across germanium diode.
Yes, the VT is your VT of the minimum. Okay, minimum of the VT1, minimum of VT1 and VT2. If I have 3 dads, okay, so here let us say silicon, germanium, and any other material. So what will be the thing?
Minimum of
सबसे
V1
जो मिनिमम है, ओके, सबसे जो मिनिमम है वो ये होगा तुम्हारा आउटपुट वोल्टेज. तो वंस यू गेट दिस आउटपुट वोल्टेज, दिस V0, after that your all calculations are same. Okay, because you got this thing, so this voltage or VR will be equal to 10 minus this V0. Okay, then you can calculate your I1. Okay, and here tell me what will happen to this ID1.
कट ऑफ हो जाएगा.
ID1 will be 0, क्योंकि हमारे पास ये जो सेकंड वाला पाथ है, ओके, सो दैट विल बी कंडक्टिंग ओनली, बिकॉज वो सेकंड वाला पाथ वो कम वोल्टेज पे ऑन हो जाता है, तो इसलिए फास्ट जो सिलिकॉन वाला पाथ है वो ऑन नहीं होगा. ओके, so that thing, so V0 equal to minimum of VT1 and VT2. Okay, the diode with lowest VT will be on and the others are off. Okay, so this thing you will see at your end. Okay, another concept, that concept 3, if I have 2 different diodes, okay, but there is a resistor Rx which is connected in the path which is having the lower threshold voltage diode. जर्मेनियम का 0.3 है, सिलिकॉन का 0.7 है, तो जो 0.3 वाला डायोड है उसके साथ एक रेजिस्टर लगा है, तो यहाँ पे V0 कितना होगा?
सिलिकॉन कैपेसिटर.
सिलिकॉन का मतलब दोनों जो है it will be equal to actually max of the VT1 and VT2. Okay, so that will be equal to your so that is equal to max of VT1 and VT2. Okay, so that means V0 will be 0.7. 0.7. Okay, ये जर्मानियम के एक्रोस में कितना वोल्ट रह जाएगा? इसके एक्रोस में कितना वोल्ट रहेगा? 0.3. that you know. Okay, तो ये टोटल V0 टोटल के एक्रोस में 0.3 है और जर्मानियम के एक्रोस में 0.3 है. ओके, तो रेजिस्टर के एक्रोस में कितना रहेगा?
टोटल माइनस वोल्टेज अक्रॉस
ओके,
जर्मनियम.
0.7 माइनस 0.3, दैट मींस 0.4 वोल्ट ये RX के एक्रोस में रह जाएगा. ठीक है, राइट. तो इन दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन हाउ विल प्रोसीड? So first of all you will get that this net V0 equal to 0.7. तो V0 equal to 0.7 मतलब यहाँ पे कितना हो जाएगा? This VR will be equal to how much? 10 minus 0.7. ओके, तो दिस वोल्टेज और ये जो 9.3 है इसके एक्रोस में R के एक्रोस में हो जाएगा 9.3 वोल्ट. ओके, ये 9.3 वोल्ट हो गया, तो I1 मुझे मिल जाएगा कि नहीं? क्योंकि the voltage across this resistor is 9.3 volt. Okay, and the resistance value is 0.33 k. तो डिवाइड करने के बाद मुझे I1 मिल जाएगा. Yes or no? Okay, then what I'll do? I have to find out how much is the ID2. ओके, तो ID2 मुझे कैसे निकालना है? मुझे ये RX के केस में वोल्टेज पता है. ओके, सो दैट इज 0.4. ओके, और RX का वैल्यू भी मुझे पता है. तो ये जो रजिस्टर के RX के केस में करंट कितना होगा? कैन आई फाइंड आउट दैट थिंग?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो डिवाइड करके हमको मिल जाएगा. ओके, so I know that this voltage equal to 0.4 across this resistor Rx. This voltage is 0.4 and this Rx का वैल्यू दिया जाएगा. तो V by R will be this current. Okay, so that means ID2 I can calculate. Similarly, this I1 I can calculate. Okay, so obviously this ID1 will be subtraction. Your ID1 will be equal to I1 minus ID2. तो ID2 को कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? That will be equal to 0.4 by this Rx. And I1 को कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? That is equal to VR by R. तो VR कितना हो जाएगा? VR हो जाएगा तुम्हारा 10 minus 0.7. Okay, ठीक है. So this is the concept about this type of questions. One more thing also I have written that if Rx was connected with the diode with high VT, that means now suppose this question was changed. Okay, ये जो Rx रजिस्टर है ये सिलिकॉन के साथ लगा होता, तो उस टाइम पे क्या होता? तो जो सिलिकॉन वाला पाथ दैट वुड नॉट हैव बीन ओपन. ओके, ओनली ये जो राइट साइड जर्मानियम पाथ है वो ओपन हो जाता, क्योंकि जर्मानियम पाथ जो है ये तो 0.3 वोल्ट में ओपन हो जा रहा है और उसके साथ रजिस्टर भी नहीं. लेकिन सिलिकॉन के साथ ये 0.7 रिक्वायर करता है और उसके साथ रजिस्टर भी है, मतलब दोनों ही ज्यादा रिक्वायरिंग थिंग है. तो ऑब्वियसली इन दैट केस दिस पाथ 1 वुड नॉट बी ओपन. So that is written here. If Rx is connected with the diode with high VT diode, then your V0 would be equal to minimum of VT1 and VT2. मतलब उस केस में ये 0.3 हो जाता है V0. Okay, and the high VT diode branch would be off. Okay, so these are the concept we have seen. Okay, another problem also we have seen. Okay, so here two diodes are in parallel, but one is in the forward bias manner and another is in a reverse bias manner. So obviously this will be off. Okay, so this is off. After that everything is same. Like if this silicon is on, so it will require 0.7. So I will replace this silicon diode with a 0.7 volt equivalent. Okay, next everything is same. Like here it is 20 volt. I make a 20 volt battery. Okay, here it was 4 volt. This node was 4 volt. So I connected it to a 4 volt battery. Okay, then you will go for calculations. I'll not go through it quick completely. Okay, next we'll see about the your the operation of half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier are very much important. Okay, so if anything asked that explain about the operation of the half wave rectifier, so at least you have to do this diagram, the input waveform and the output waveform. Okay, तो उसमें तो इसका तो ऑपरेशन तो पता है तुमको कि हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर में ये पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल में डायोड फॉरवर्ड बायस होगा. ओके, और आउटपुट में वोल्टेज इस तरफ का आएगा. ओके, और नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल में डायोड रिवर्स बायस होगा और ये आउटपुट में 0 रहेगा. तो व्हेन यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन you do it everything in neat and clean. Okay, like first you will do your circuit diagram. This circuit diagram you will do. This is the input you are giving. After that you write in a step by step manner, like give a heading as forward bias. Okay, and in forward bias this phenomenon is happening. That means in under forward bias, so you'll, I mean it's a long question, so you have to write lot of things. Okay, so give a heading as forward bias. तो वहां पे एक फिगर कर दो जिसमें ये डायोड को फॉरवर्ड बायस के हिसाब से दिखाया गया है. Okay, मतलब the diode is connected. Okay, so you will say that this side is plus and this side is minus. Okay, so that means diode is actually conducted. Okay, so it is sorted. Okay, so if it is sorted, your output voltage equal to input voltage. Okay, and similarly during reverse bias, under the reverse bias heading, you can just redraw this figure where this diode part is open. Okay, so anyone, if he just see this figure, from this figure itself he can know that you know the concept. Otherwise you write a lot of thing in paragraph, okay, but no one can read it completely and they will think that whether you know it or not. But your figure, one figure says 1,000 of words. So if you do the figure correctly, then quickly anyone can understand that you want to say that in reverse bias the diode is open, so that's why the current is not conducting. Okay, so during reverse bias, what is your output you are getting? Okay, so in this way you go on explaining. Okay, and along with that, if it is asked about the PIV, okay, so obviously if it's a your long question that explain about the working principle of the half wave rectifier. So you say write about the half wave rectifier, give your input signal and get your output signal. Okay, along with that, what is its average value, what is its PIV. If you write those things completely, then you will get the full mark. Like this is the output waveform you are getting, then this value is your VDC. Okay, you don't have to, I mean, derive this thing. Okay, because the question is about the explanation of the half wave rectifier. But if it is asked something like explain about the half wave rectifier and also derive the VDC expression, then you have to do this average value calculation, that derivation you have to do. Okay, but only if it's a half wave rectifier question, get this output and just write down that VDC equal to this much and your PIV. Okay, so yes, about this thing. Okay, so how this PIV is coming, this PIV is coming as VM, that thing also you can write. Okay, so depending on your question mark or how much question weightage has been given, you have to write. Similarly, your full wave rectification, its operation, that you must be knowing. I will not explain you, it will take, I mean, I have given enough time during our theory classes. Okay, so at least after getting this thing, you write this line. Okay, so that anyone, I mean, yeah, no mark can be deducted actually. Okay, obviously in a long question, lot of points are there. If you don't write a point, then some mark will be deducted from that. Similarly, your bridge is there. Okay, yes, this is about its PIV. So regarding PIV, I have explained you. And also your center tape. Okay, so this is your center tape. So if center tape is asked, then you will do this figure one during the positive half cycle. This is happening. Okay, so that means positive half cycle के time पे ये D1 on हो रहा है और D2 off है, तो इसलिए ये वाला आउटपुट आ गया. और एक फिगर करोगे जहाँ पे ये वाला पोर्शन ऑन है. ओके, तो उसके साथ ये फिगर करोगे और कुछ एक पैराग्राफ इसको एक्सप्लेन करके लिखोगे और तुम्हारा आउटपुट ये आ गया. तो फाइनली जो कंबाइन होके तुम्हारा नेट आउटपुट आ गया, so that is equal to the, and that figure will be there. Okay, okay, so here I have not drawn, so you can say that the net output equal to this one is we are getting in positive half cycle and this one we are getting in negative half cycle. Okay, so like this we are getting the output. Okay, so here if you get the VDC, so that will be equal to your 0.636 VM. Okay, what I will discuss next is, yes, this table you can remember. Okay, because most of the times this PIV for the different diodes, okay, this can be asked as a short question or during long question if it is asked for explanation that how you are getting this thing, that you also have to do. So this thing you have to remember. Yes, this one is important. Your average value calculation and your RMS value calculations. Okay, for a half wave rectifier or a full wave rectifier, anything it may be asked. Just remember here one important thing. You are calculating your average value. Okay, so if it is a for a half wave, first we are going for a half wave. Okay, so we are going for the half wave. So you see, we are calculating average. Okay, so average means here the total period is starting from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, because 2 pi के बाद ये repeat कर रहा है. Okay, so that's why it is 1 by 2 pi. Okay, लेकिन इंटीग्रेट कहाँ से कहाँ तक हुआ है? 0 to pi तक. क्यों? क्योंकि जो सेकेंड हाफ में पाई टू 2 पाई ये सिग्नल 0 है, तो इसलिए उसको इंटीग्रेट करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इंटीग्रेटेड फ्रॉम 0 to pi. Okay, उसके बाद this part are simple integration, so you will calculate. Only thing, important thing which you should understand and also remember, okay, is that this first line. Okay, कहाँ पे कितना लिमिट डालना है, that you should understand. Okay, rest after that integration you know. Similarly RMS value calculation कर रहे हो. Okay, so when you're calculating RMS value, RMS means root mean square. Okay, रूट ओवर ऑफ मीन ऑफ स्क्वायर. सो रूट ओवर, तो इसलिए पहले यहाँ पे पूरा बाहर 1/2 रूट ओवर ऑफ मीन. ओके, मीन मतलब नीचे जो है टोटल पीरियड डिवाइड होगा. ओके, तो इसलिए 1/2 पाई है, 1/2 पाई. ओके, एंड उसका इंटीग्रेशन होगा विथ टेकिंग द स्क्वायर्स बिकॉज इट इज रूट मीन स्क्वायर. ओके, यहाँ पे पहले रूट कर दिए, रूट ओवर कर दिए बाहर. ओके, उसके बाद मीन कर रहे हैं. ओके, मीन किसका ना, स्क्वायर करके उसको एडिशन करके डिवाइड करेंगे. ओके, तो इसलिए जो सिग्नल है vm sin थीटा. ओके, तो इसको स्क्वायर करने से vm स्क्वायर sin स्क्वायर थीटा डी थीटा. ओके, तो इसको जब इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं, एक्चुअली इट इज 0 to 2 पाई, लेकिन पाई टू 2 पाई तो कोई सिग्नल नहीं है, तो इसलिए अगेन इट इज 0 to पाई. ओके, so all of you got this thing or not? So this thing I have already explained, just I am explaining once more again. Just briefly I'm telling you that these portions you have to remember, otherwise if the first line is wrong, then your everything, your last result should also be wrong. Okay, and if it is for a full wave, okay, so this one is for a full wave. Okay, so I have negative half cycle as well as positive half cycle. Okay, so if I completely take the integration starting from 0 to 2 pi, then the positive and negative half cycle will be cancelled out. So what I am doing actually, I know that that means basically I want to get the average value with taking the mode. Okay, that sign part I don't want to consider. Okay, so that's why if also I will take the average of the first half cycle only, one half, that will also be the same with the other part. Like if I take the average of this portion, this will be this. Similarly, if I take the average of this negative half cycle, so this will be somehow in this range, but it is just in the opposite magnitude. Here it, let's say if it is 1, then this will be -1. Okay, but I don't want to consider this negative sign only. I am interested in the magnitude. Okay, so if I get the, or if I integrate it throughout the starting from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so whatever the thing I will get, if I integrate it from 0 to pi, then also I'll get the same thing. So it is getting integrated from 0 to pi and divided by 1 to pi, divided by pi. Okay, and coming to this RMS part, in RMS part what you are doing, that it is that same thing, root over of mean of square. Okay, so mean of square, so mean means 1/2 pi I have taken, and here it is 0 to 2 pi. You can ask me why I am taking this 1/2 pi here, but in the left side here I was not considering this 0 to 2 pi, but I was considering only 0 to pi. So here that here we have a square term. Okay, so if I am taking square term, this negative sign will be actually cancelled out, because negative का -1 का square वो कितना 1 हो जाएगा. Okay, so that sign part will not be there in this expression. Okay, so since we are taking the square, okay, so that's why if I take the complete period 0 to 2 pi also, there is no problem. Okay, so that's why this period is taken from 0 to 2 pi and it is divided by 1 by 2 pi. Okay, so this first in the two calculations in this for the half wave rectifier एवरेज वैल्यू आरएमएस वैल्यू, ओके, उसके लिए जो फर्स्ट लाइन है, ओके, ये वाला फर्स्ट दोनों लाइन है, एंड यहाँ पे तो फुल वेव रेक्टिफायर के तो एवरेज और आरएमएस, दिस फर्स्ट लाइन and this first line. Okay, so these four line you should understand as well as you should remember also, because from that only you will go on calculating. Okay, and this calculation is definitely most of the times required. Okay, because anything like let's say ripple factor calculation will be asked or the efficiency calculation, there you have to do this or do this derivations. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जो चार वैल्यू मिला मुझे भी RMS and the V average of full wave, and similarly V RMS and V average and this V RMS of half wave rectifier, those are actually tabulated here. So this table definitely you remember, because most of the times in the problem also you require, okay, for any sort of conversion it will be required. So definitely you should remember this table. Okay, so that thing is used here for your this efficiency calculation and this ripple factor calculation are very much important. So definitely you will get a question. Okay, so the ripple factor calculation equation is, I mean, it is solved like this. Okay, so finally you will get a equation, this one. Okay, so if it is asked for the half wave rectifier, then what you will do, this IRMS and IDC, so that thing you will apply for the your half wave rectifier. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमें जो टेबल में मिला था, जो पिछले वाला टेबल में मिला था, हाफ वेव रेक्टिफायर के लिए आरएमएस वैल्यू कितना है और एवरेज वैल्यू कितना है, ये दोनों को मुझे मुझे यहाँ पे डालना है. ओके, सिमिलरली इफ इट इज आस्क्ड फॉर द फुल वेव रेक्टिफायर, just in the same formula I'll put the value of RMS value and DC value taking from the full wave. Okay, for the full wave rectifier, whatever the RMS value and DC value, so that I have to apply. Okay, so remember this thing, if ripple factor is asked, then first you have to proceed from this point and you have to reach here. Okay, so once you reach here, if it is for half wave rectifier, then apply for the your RMS value and DC value of the half wave rectifier. If it is asked for the full wave rectifier, then apply the RMS and DC value of the full wave rectifier. Okay, similarly for your efficiency calculation. Okay, so efficiency calculation, this thing you will remember. Okay, finally see here I had considered this RF, I have neglected to 0. Okay, so if you also neglect it, if you will not neglect this RF to 0, like during solving one problem I have told you, if let us say this RF values are given, okay, and you don't want to, I mean, they are comparable and they are not negligible, this RF is not, let us say, negligible compared to RL, then you can also consider this thing. Okay, so if it will not be considered, then it will be this IDC square by RMS square by into your RL by RF plus RL. Okay, so this may be this thing. So let us say RL, RF are given and the efficiency are asked. Okay, so you can use this complete formula, this formula you can use. Now if it is for a half wave rectifier, then you will apply the DC value and RMS value of half wave. Okay, so like this one. Okay, and if it is for a full wave rectifier, then you apply the DC value and RMS value of the full wave. Okay, so that's why the table which I told you, this table you must remember, as well as these derivations which we did, so that thing also you should remember. So depending on, if let us say this efficiency calculation is asked at a long question, like let's say 4-mark question or 3-mark question, okay, or okay, so at that time all the derivations you do, or if it is asked only a simple 2-mark question, so what you will do? I mean, only write this thing, only you can write this expression, and after that put this value and you get it. Okay, so depending on how much or what is the mark, you have to manage your writing. Okay, first we'll complete the genre, then we'll come to this series Clipper and Clapper. Are you actually getting anything, or I am just quickly telling everything?
No, sir, we are getting.
Yes, you should have completed this thing. So here my aim is just to show everything. Okay, because obviously in 1 hour it is not possible to tell you all these things. Okay, but what we are discussing during our classes, first I want to remind. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So basically in your general problem, so there are 3 type of problems. Okay, so either it is VI RL are fixed, or VI is fixed, RL is variable, or VI is variable, RL is fixed. Okay, so first what you have to do, you have to check that due to this RL, how much voltage we are getting. Let us say this is A and this is point B. How much voltage is appearing across this point A and B? So VAB equal to how much, that we want to find out. So that will be equal to how much? This will simply RL by RL plus R into VI. Okay. Next, I have to check whether this VAB is greater than equal to your VZ. Okay. So if VAB is greater than equal to VZ, then the genre will be what? If VAB is greater than VZ, then genre will be on or off?
So on.
On. And your genre will be on. And finally, this voltage across this load resistor will be equal to how much?
General voltage.
VZ. Okay. Else, if it is less than VZ, then the genre is off. Okay. So implies your VRL equal to that VAB. Okay. So this is the main thing which we have to remember in the general diet problems. Okay. So this general diet problem is also an important thing. You most of the times it is asked as a question. Okay. So this problem we have seen that your voltage. Okay. So in the same manner, the V is calculated. V means voltage between this AB. Okay. So VAB is calculated 8.73. So 8.73 is less than 10. Okay. So your VL load के across में voltage ये 8.73 ही रहा. Okay. So once you get this thing equal to 8.73, and this genre is open actually. It is not conducting or off. That means it is open. Okay. So that means I got this VL equal to 8.73. So obviously this VR will be equal to ये resistor का equation voltage. ये कितना होगा? 16 minus 8.73. Okay, so this is the voltage. This 16 minus 8.73 is the voltage across this resistor R. Okay. So accordingly, you can calculate the other parameters which are asked. Okay, so your VR is equal to VI minus VL or 7.23. Okay, and simply your IZ will be 0. Okay, and if it is asked to find out this current IR, so IR will be how much? So IR equal to, you got your VR. Okay, VR is 7.27 by this R is 1K. So you can calculate it. Okay. So the same problem, if this RL is changed. So just keep it in mind. So most probably these slides which I have sent you, this register value I have not changed. The same figure I have put. Actually, this was 3K. Okay, during the problem solving also I was telling you in the class, but this the slide which I sent you there I have not changed, but you can get it here. So since I put RL equal to 3k, that indicates this register equal to 3k. Okay, because we are doing for the second bit. Okay, so if I am playing 3k, we are getting it is 12 volt. So 12 volt means it is greater than 10. Okay, so V is greater than Vz. So your generator is on and VL equal to Vz or VL equal to 10 volt. Okay, so once you got this thing, what you'll do, you'll find out VR. Your VR will be equal to Vi minus VL or it is equal to 6 volt. Okay, next you calculate these other things like this current you can calculate because you know your VL. Okay, VL you know and this RL you know. Okay, so VL by RL will be equal to IL. Okay, so now we calculated this current IR, this IR we calculated, and this IL is calculated. So IR minus IZ will be your yes, IR minus IL will be your IZ. IZ will be equal to IR minus IL. Okay, तो IR यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट हुआ है, IL इधर कैलकुलेट हुआ है, सब्सट्रैक्ट करके IZ कितना होगा वो तुमको मिल जाएगा. Okay, next thing is the fixed VI and variable RL. Okay, here we had derived this thing. Okay, you can just remember this. Okay, so that is what is the minimum value of RL for which this diode will be on. So obviously if RL will go down, so this net voltage VAB will go down. Okay, so at a particular RL value this VAB will be less than VZ. Okay, so at that time the diode generator will be up. Okay, so there is a minimum value of RL for which it will be on, generator will be on. Okay, so that RL minimum is given by this thing. Okay, so you have to use that thing here, and the other parameters are also calculated, found out. Yes, so what is that? IL max. Why IL max is this thing? Because IL max mean VL का max value और RL का mean value डालेंगे. Because as per the division, the IL max maximum value will be if I put the maximum value in the numerator and minimum value in the denominator. Okay, तो VL का maximum value कितना हो सकता है? VZ ही हो सकता है.
Yes, sir.
ओके, एंड आरएल का मिनिमम वैल्यू जो आरएल मिनिमम अभी हम कैलकुलेट किए हैं जो फॉर्मूला में. ओके, तो ये दोनों को डिवाइड करने से ये मुझे देगा कि आरएल का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना हो सकता है. ओके, एंड योर वी आर will be equal to vi minus vz. Okay, and your ir will be equal to, yes, this thing's simple, already we are doing in the last two problems. Okay, I know that general current equal to your resistor current minus the load current because it is branching there. Okay, then I will find out. So
सर
implies
यहाँ पे जो IL है वो IL max है या IL min है सर?
ये वाला
हाँ सर.
नहीं, this is only here I have not written any maximum or minimum. This is normal for anything because यहाँ पे divide हो जाता है ना. This is the resistor, here it is zener. Okay, here it was RL. Okay, so this was your IL, this was your IZ, and this was your IR. Okay, so simply I can say your IR equal to IZ plus IL. Okay, implies I can say your IL equal to IZ and IR minus IZ. Okay, तो उसके बाद IL minimum if I will find out, actually minimum, that will be equal to IR minus IZ maximum. Okay, because IR फिक्स है, IR जो है फिक्स है. ओके, क्योंकि IR तो चेंज नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा जो VR विल बी फिक्स्ड। ओके, VR क्यों फिक्स है? क्योंकि तुम्हारा VL जो है वो फिक्स है VZ के साथ। ओके, तो इसलिए IR चेंज नहीं होगा, ओनली चेंज होगा IZ। Z का वैल्यू चेंज हो सकता है। ओके, तो IZ का वैल्यू चेंज हो सकता है। ओके, तो ऑब्वियसली सिंस इट इज सब्सट्रैक्टेड IR माइनस दिस थिंग, सो ये सबसे ज्यादा होगा, बड़ा होगा, तो ये तुम्हारा IL जो है मिनिमम होगा। ओके, so IL minimum equal to IR minus IZM. Okay, so these things are used in this problem. To check this problem, okay, first RL min is calculated as per the formula. Then uh, you said that this AB, if it is VAB, then your VAB is coming as VZ. Okay, so VAB will be equal to VZ. Okay, and if this one is your VZ, or that is equal to, let us say, 10 volt. Okay, so this one is resistor. How much is the voltage across this resistor? So that is equal to 50 minus this VAB. So it is 50 minus 10 volt, or it is equal to 40 volt. Okay, so once you got this thing, you can calculate your IR, because we calculated what is the voltage across this resistor R, and this resistor is also given. So the resistor is not written in this course problem. Okay, you can check what actually resistor was given 1K. Okay, so dividing them, I can get what is the IR, 40 milliampere. So this current IR we calculated 40 milliampere. Okay, then your IL minimum. Okay, so as it was just calculated previously as the formula, it is the IR minus the IZM. जनरेटर के थ्रू में मैक्सिमम करंट कितना हो सकता है, तो यहाँ पे IZM दिया गया है। ओके, तो दैट्स व्हाई डायरेक्टली वी आर पुटिंग IZM। तो कुछ जगह क्या होगा कि IZM नहीं, वो पावर के टर्म में दिया होगा, द PZM विल बी गिवन, इसके नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में है। तो वहां से मुझे क्या करना है, अगर मुझे IZM चाहिए तो मैं डिवाइड करके निकल सकता हूँ, क्योंकि you know that power equal to V into I. Okay, or V equal to I equal to P by V plus I equal to P by V. Okay, so if let us say PZ make okay, तो यहाँ पे कुछ क्वेश्चन में देखेंगे, instead of giving PZM will be given. Okay, that means maximum power across the diode will be given. Okay, so that PZM you can apply, okay, divided by this voltage across it PZ. तो इसको डिवाइड करने से तुमको मिल जाएगा I कितना है। ओके, तो उस तरफ का भी कर सकते हैं। तो एनीवे, तो दिस थिंग वी गॉट। RL मिनिमम तो हो गया था। ओके, RL मैक्स के लिए RL मैक्स, यस, तो RL मैक्स विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच, इसका जो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू। ओके, सो दैट विल बी इक्वल टू द मैक्सिमम। ओके सर, बेसिकली दिस रजिस्टर is equal to resistance equal to the voltage across this resistor RL divided by the current flowing. Okay, so voltage, इसके across में voltage कितना है, इसके across में voltage है तुम्हारा VZ. Okay, because VZ will be the maximum voltage across RL, and उसके across में जो current है वो minimum कितना है IL में, तो डाल के ये मिल जाएगा RL में। Okay, ये जो पिछले यहाँ पे जितना formulas है, okay, so all this formula are actually used in this problem. Just look at it. So here also it is asking in the bit B that what is the maximum wattage of the diode. Okay, so that is equal to VZM IZM. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन के हिसाब से पूछा गया है, नहीं तो कुछ क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया होगा कि ये PZM कितना है दिया होगा, तो वहां से IZM कितना कैलकुलेट करके इसको मैं यूज कर लेता यहाँ पे। ठीक है, another question is your fixed RL and variable VI. Okay, so obviously if VI will be increased, then accordingly the voltage that VAB will also increase. Okay, so there is a minimum voltage or input voltage required which will switch on the generator. So as for that, your VI minimum should be equal to this thing that you remember. Okay, and your IR max. Okay, so here I don't have the figure. Guys. So this is our general is RL. Okay, here this formula is calculated. So I will not go to the derivation of that thing. Okay, another is your IR max. Okay, IR max equal to IZM plus IL. Okay, why? Because your the maximum current across this thing is, let us say this is IZ and this one is your IL. Okay, so this one is current IR. Okay, so basically your IR equation is, or IR equal to IZ plus IL. Okay, so obviously IR max will be equal to maximum of the IZ plus maximum of IL. Okay, the maximum of IZ is equal to IZM. Okay, and the maximum of the IL will be equal to that IL only. Okay, because IL is actually how much? IL equal to Vz by your RL. Okay, so here RL is fixed, already given RL is fixed, so we are not changing any, doing any change to RL. Okay, only the Vz thing. Okay, so Vz is also fixed because Vz is a given parameter. Okay, so jahan pe here we are considering about when the generator is on or conducting. Okay, so at that time your VL is always fixed at Vz. Okay, sir, so IL is not changing anything, only it is IR max equal to IZM plus IL. Okay, so your VI max equal to VR max plus VZ. Why? Because this is the voltage VZ which is coming across this RL. Okay, एंड पहला वाला जो रजिस्टर के क्रॉस में ये वाला वोल्टेज है, इसके क्रॉस में जो वोल्टेज है, सो दैट इज VR. Okay, so according to that I can say VI equal to VR plus VZ. Okay, implies VI max equal to the VR max. Okay, तो VR max plus VZ. लेकिन VR max कैसे होगा कि उसके थ्रू में जो करंट जा रहा है उसका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू IR max into R plus VZ. Okay, that's why your VI max equal to this thing. Okay, which is given here. So based on this thing, this problem is there. You just go through it. Your VI minimum directly calculated. Your IL is equal to VL by RL. Okay, VL is nothing but VZ. So putting this thing, you can get your IL. Next, you'll find out how much is the maximum current across this resistor IR. Okay, so IR का maximum value. Okay, IR max equal to this IZM plus IL. Okay, तो इसके across में कितना maximum current? IZM plus IL. Okay, the IL was calculated 16 point and here IZM was 60 milliampere. So adding that you will get this thing. Okay, next your VI max equal to IR max. Okay, like I just show in the previous formula. So as per that formula, put it and you get your this VI max. or if you go through these problems also, like this your diet problems which are given, like conversion problems were there. Okay. Next, I will just quickly discuss about the clipper. In clipper, any clipper circuit, you follow these 3 steps. Okay. So if this one is the circuit given, first check when it will be forward bias. Okay. Second, during forward bias, how much is the output voltage? Third, during reverse bias, how much is the output voltage? So as for that, if you proceed, then obviously this diode, looking at the diode connection, the diode is forward bias during positive half cycle or when Vi is greater than 0. Okay. And when the diode will be forward bias, it will be conducted or it will be short circuited. Okay. So at that time, your V0 will be equal to Vi. Okay. Because diode is not consuming anything. Whatever input you are applying, so that will be appearing at the output. The V0 will be equal to Vi. Okay. And when it is reverse bias, so the diode is open or it is not conducting, so your V0 equal to 0. So these 3 conditions you calculated. Okay. So once you got this thing, this is my left side is my input circuit, input waveform, and this one is my output waveform which I want to calculate. Okay. So first what I'll do, as per the condition, यहाँ पे जो पहला line लिखा है, if when the diode is on, when the Vi is greater than 0. So obviously during positive half cycle, the diode is forward bias. Okay, because your Vi is greater than 0. Okay. So during positive half cycle, the diode is forward bias. Okay, and because of that, your V0 will be equal to Vi. So here V0 equal to Vi. Okay, and during negative half cycle, the negative half cycle, the diode is reverse bias. Okay, and because of that, the output will be 0. Okay, you don't have to check this thing also. You first get this condition, first line, but that when Vi is greater than 0, diode is forward bias. Okay, तो that means ये जब satisfy होगा, तो वहां पे for any input when Vi is greater than equal to 0, at that time your V0 equal to Vi. Okay, otherwise ओके, तो पहला लाइन सेटिस्फाई होगा तो वहां पे V0 इक्वल टू Vi, else your V0 इक्वल टू 0. So according to that, your positive during positive half cycle, that condition is satisfying, so that's why V0 equal to Vi. So your V0, your output voltage is equal to as per the input. Okay, in during negative half cycle, that condition is not satisfied, so your V0 equal to 0. Okay, so you got your output waveform. Similarly for the second one. Okay, during positive half cycle, during this time, your first the condition is satisfied, so your output equal to input. Output equal to input. During negative half cycle, this is equal to 0. Now the same problem if I do with a biasing voltage. Okay, so here you look at the battery polarity, that here it is minus, this the minus terminal is towards the right. Okay, so obviously here how I will proceed, let us say you say Vx is the voltage appearing total across these two terminals. ओके, दैट मींस ये दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन है, Vi है, उसके बाद जो V वोल्टेज है, ये दोनों मिलके मान लो Vx है. ओके, so here I can write like this, that your, if I just put a KVL something like here, then Vi minus V minus, okay, again I'm writing in the next line, I can write down Vi minus V minus Vx equal to 0. Okay, implies your yes, Vx equal to you can say Vi minus V. Okay, and you know that net applied voltage is Vx should be positive for the DAT to be forward bias. Okay, so you can say that for forward bias Vx should be greater than equal to 0 for the DAT to be forward bias. Implies here Vi minus V should be greater than equal to 0. Implies Vi should be greater than equal to V. See, all these things which I wrote, that is actually visible to you clearly, but I just wrote it for your understanding purpose. Okay, so first you have to get this condition. This Vi has to be greater than equal to V for the DAT to be forward bias. Okay, and obviously when the DAT will be forward bias, how much will this be? 0?
Vi minus V.
Vi minus V, because this is Vi. After that, this V is in the opposite polarity. Okay, so this V0 will be equal to Vi minus V. Okay, and obviously when the DAT will reverse bias, it will not conduct and your V0 will be equal to 0. Okay, so here the condition is that the first line Vi is greater than equal to V, that is the condition for your checking for the forward bias. Okay, that means the V is the line. So what I'll do, I'll make a line at V. Okay, V की जगह एक line draw करूंगा. Okay, so obviously what will happen, any point above it, that is satisfying the condition. Okay, and for that the output voltage equal to your V0 minus V. So that's why you can see here for this section which are above this line, dotted line, you are getting output. And how much is the output? That output equal to the input minus V. Okay, so that's why during this peak, when the input was Vm, your output corresponding output is Vm minus V. Similarly, for this point, okay, for the green point which I'm drawing, okay, so output will be how much? Here this green point input value is how much? V. Okay, so इसके लिए output कितना आएगा? When the input is V, okay, when the input is V,
0.
0, because it is V minus V. Okay, because you are saying that your V0 equal to Vi minus V. Okay, तो ये वहां पे जो ग्रीन डॉट है वहां पे Vi is V, that is V minus V equal to 0 हो गया. Okay, तो इसलिए यहाँ पे 0 है. ठीक है, और उसे छोड़ के जो बाकी दूसरा पॉइंट है, that means when the input is below that dotted line, or when the input is less than V, for that the corresponding output will be equal to 0. So that's why here you can mark the outputs as 0. Okay, so in this manner you have to proceed all the clipper problems. Okay, here the same problem, only this biasing voltage polarity is changed. Okay, so the first condition you are checking that if your Vi is greater than equal to -5, then only it will be, then also it will forward bias. Okay, so in this same manner you can calculate. Okay, so you can say, let us say Vx, which is the voltage between these two things. I mean, this is the combination of Vi and V. Okay, so Vx must be greater than equal to 0 for the DAT to be forward bias, and Vx कितना होगा? बेस को सिर्फ देखोगे तो पता चल रहा है कि Vi, because Vi means तो ऊपर प्लस नीचे माइनस. Okay, Vi plus 5 must be greater than equal to 0. Okay, implies Vi must be greater than equal to -5 for the DAT to be FV. Okay, and when the DAT will be forward bias, At the time, how much will be my V0? That is equal to your summation of this input voltage and 5. Okay, so this parameter we got that when the diode is forward bias, your V0 equal to Vi plus 5, and when it is reverse bias, it is equal to 0. So in this manner, since it is the condition is -5, so what you'll do? You'll do a dotted line at -5. Okay. So if it is asked in the exam, you write these 3 conditions. After that, do a figure input signal. Then at -5, you do a dotted line. Okay. Then corresponding output you draw. Okay. So what will the corresponding output? That any input which is above the dotted line, if -5 लाइन का ऊपर जितना है वो सारे +5 होके ड्रॉ करना है. तो मतलब जहां पे 20 है उसका corresponding आउटपुट कितना होगा? 25. ये जहां पे 0 है, 0 का corresponding आउटपुट 5 होगा, और जहां पे -5 है उसका corresponding आउटपुट 0 होगा, क्योंकि इधर हमारा ये क्या है कि V0 इक्वल टू Vi प्लस 5. तो मतलब ये 5 इंक्रीमेंट हो जाता है. ओके, जहां पे भी डायोड कंडक्ट कर रहा है वहां पे ये 5 वोल्ट बढ़ जाता है. ओके, similarly the other diode problems you do. Okay, okay, similarly for the parallel diode, the same thing, only you just look at here when it will forward bias. So first of all, if I check this problem, I'll say that during positive half cycle the diode will be forward bias. Okay, so if Vi is greater than equal to 0, then the diode will be forward bias. Okay, and obviously during forward bias the diode will conduct. So if it will conduct, your V0 equal to 0. Okay, and during reverse bias it will not conduct off, so your V0 equal to Vi. Okay, so according to that we are getting this thing that during positive half cycle output is 0, and during negative half cycle output equal to input. Okay, so this clipper is called as the positive clipper. Why positive clipper? Because the positive cycle half cycle is clipped, but in the previous clippers where the diodes were placed here, okay, at this position, okay, so they were called as your negative clipper, because you can see all the questions here, the negative half cycle are getting clipped. Here also, here the first one, look at the first one. Okay, the negative half cycle are clipped. Okay, so that's why अगर डायोड यहाँ पे ऊपर रहेगा तो इसको नेगेटिव क्लिपर बोलेंगे, और डायोड यहाँ पे अगर रहेगा राइट साइड में इस तरफ का, okay, then this will be your positive, this will be your negative clipper. Just a minute. Okay, similarly here also with this diode we have another voltage source here. Okay, so this will be here, you can just find out where the diode will be on. Okay, just looking at this figure you can say here this P side of the diode is at 4 volt. Okay, so obviously you know that if the N side voltage is at a lower potential than the P side voltage, then the diode is forward biased. Okay, so according to that I can say if this side voltage is less than 4, okay, or if your input voltage is less than equal to 4, if your input voltage Vi is less than equal to 4, then the diode will be forward biased. Okay, and when it will forward bias, the diode will conduct, and if the diode is conducting, then the V0 will be equal to 4. Okay, otherwise it is equal to Vi. According to that, you can just proceed, that is you put a dotted line at 4 volt. Okay, and you look at the condition when Vi is less than equal to 4. At that time it is conducting. Okay, and your output voltage is equal to 4. Okay, so according to this thing, when Vi is less than 4, तो less than 4 मतलब क्या है, ये वाला सेक्शन से, ओके ये वाला पोर्शन से, इनके लिए आउटपुट कितना होगा 4, आउटपुट कितना हो गया 4. ओके, बाकी पर्सन के लिए क्या होगा, V0 इक्वल टू Vi. तो इसलिए यहाँ पे ये जो पर्सन से, ओके उसके लिए आउटपुट हो गया, आउटपुट इज इक्वल टू इनपुट. Got it? So in this way you have to remember this thing, and this summary you can go through these 2 summary pages. Next, quickly I'll tell you clamper, then I'll stop. I think it is long time. So in clamper, so in the same manner you have to proceed, but only thing is that you have to also calculate about the capacitor. So here, first what you'll do, you'll check whether in which cycle it will forward. So you can get during positive half cycle the diode will forward. Okay, so during that time, let us say during positive half cycle the diode is forward. Okay, so during positive half cycle the diode is forward, so it is conducting. So at that time, how much is the voltage across this capacitor, that you have to find out. So you are now first in this clamper you have to do 2-3 figures. Okay, so first for the positive half cycle you will do the figure. So during positive half cycle you are applying P here, the upper is plus and the downside is minus. This Vc actually we are calculating. Suppose here actually it is calculated and directly written. Suppose you have written the voltage across this capacitor is Vc. So you have to calculate this thing. Okay, so how will calculate? You will write a loop here, KVL loop. So here it is V minus Vc, then that is sorted, so equal to 0, implies your Vc equal to V. Okay, so you wrote that Vc equal to V. So here you remember one thing, if sometimes your taken convention is wrong, suppose you don't know, suppose you had taken the convention like this, in this way, in the opposite you have taken the convention. Okay, so obviously this Vc value which will get, that will be negative. Okay, so if you get this Vc as negative, that means the convention or the Vc direction which you have taken, that is wrong, that has to be altered. Okay, so here you are getting positive, that means we have taken the right thing, because Vc we are getting Vc voltage, we are getting V, so you write that V, that means across this capacitor is charging to V volt. Okay, now we have to do another figure for the negative half cycle. So that means the same figure I will draw only ये जो बैटरी है इनपुट वोल्टेज है V, उसका जो पोलैरिटी चेंज हो जाएगा. Okay, that means capacitor has 2 V volt, this left side is plus and right side is minus, and the your input voltage is V minus V. Input voltage is minus V, so upper side is minus and lower side is plus. And since the diode is reverse bias now, diode is open. So how much is the V0 that I will calculate? I will calculate, apply KVL. So as for the KVL, I can say your minus V, then minus V, minus V0 equal to 0, implies V0 equal to minus 2V. Okay, तो ये क्या हो गया, ये पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल के टाइम पे यहाँ पे जो लेफ्ट साइड फिगर है, पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल में आउटपुट वोल्टेज कितना है 0, क्योंकि ये डायोड शॉर्टेड है, तो डायरेक्टली these 2 points, upper and lower points are shorted, so V0 was 0, and during negative half cycle the V0 equal to minus 2V. So as for that I will do another figure, output waveform, that during positive half cycle my output is 0, and during negative half cycle my output is minus 2V. So that I'll draw. And there is also a shortcut I have told you, that once you get the value during positive half cycle में 0 होगा, ये क्विकली मुझे दिखता है, that directly if the diode is forward bias, okay, so at that time the output voltage will be 0, so that I can quickly find out. Okay, once I get this thing, that means when the input is this V for corresponding to V, the output is 0. Okay, उसके बाद इनपुट में जितना स्विंग होता है 0 से -V तक जा रहा है, मतलब 2V कम हो रहा है, तो इधर क्या होगा, आउटपुट में भी वही 0 से 2V ड्रॉप होगा, मतलब -2V तक जाएगा। इनपुट में क्या है, V से -V तक जा रहा है, मतलब ये 2V ड्रॉप होके -V में पहुंच रहा है। ओके, आउटपुट में पहले मुझे मिल गया कि पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल में आउटपुट 0 है, तो 0 से 2V ड्रॉप होगा तो ये -2V में पहुंच जाएगा, तो ये -2V में पहुंच गया। So that is a shortcut thing for checking purpose, for quick calculation you can use. Okay, similarly the other problems of the clampers are there, you will check those things, and we have this negative clamper and positive clamper also, just go through it. I have also sent you previously this sample questions, so these questions I have sent you. Have you seen those questions?
Yes, sir.
In WhatsApp I had sent you. Okay, also with the page number, all these things I have written, so just go through it. Okay, and also questions, your basic electronics mid-sem questions I have given you, and the basic electronics and term questions also I have given you. Okay, so those things you go through it. One such question which was asked, that was your difference between digital signal and analog signal. Just I am telling you, if you have not remembered, just listen it. So the signal is said to be digital if it has finite number of values. Obviously, digital signal at the beginning I was discussing, because we want to store in digital computer, so it has to be having some finite number of values. So that's why we go for discretization. That is sampling we do, and then we go for the quantization. Okay, so digital signal is having the finite number of some finite number of values. Okay, the digital signal is having some finite number of values. Okay, and the analog signal and in the analog signal you will get there will be infinite number of values, because it is continuous in nature. Okay, signal is said to be analog if it is infinite number of values. Okay, and in the digital signal similarly, a digital signal may be continuous. Okay, it may be continuous or discrete in time, but it always discrete in amplitude. Okay, so as I told you that in the x-axis it may be continuous, but in y-axis, that is its amplitude level is actually discretized or divided. Okay, but in analog signal, in both the axis, okay, it will be continuous. Okay, analog signal may be continuous or discrete in the time domain, but always continuous in the amplitude domain. Okay, the amplitude domain means उसका जो value है, suppose x एक particular time में, suppose voltage signal, so with respect to time your voltage is defined. Okay, so at any time how much is the voltage, so that voltage value can be a continuous thing for analog signal, but for digital signal it is discretized. Okay, and your example, your square wave is an example of digital signal, and say your sinusoidal signal is a analog signal. Okay, so this is a short question which I wanted to discuss. Okay, so I think I have discussed enough, so it may not be going through you all these things. So I hope we'll stop here. So you go through the all the portions, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
all the best for your midterm exam. Okay, so from now onwards, the classes will go on regularly as per your timetable. So no evening classes. Okay, like whatever the schedule is there. So okay, so what is about your classes? So is it suspended during your midterm, or it will continue?
Yes, sir. Suspended.
It will continue.
Suspended, sir.
Yes, it will
Suspended.
continue, no?
Suspended.
Continue or suspended?
Suspended, sir.
It is suspended.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and fine. So anyway, so I have not checked this thing notice, so I'll check the notice. Okay. So then if it is suspended, then we'll meet the next Tuesday. Okay. So all the best for your exam. Try to do well. If you have any doubt, contact me. Okay. Thank you, guys. So I will end the meeting here. So please check your WhatsApp for any information. Like if I want to do any other classes, or I mean now the classes will go regularly in your regular time. Okay, but if any changes will be there, I'll inform you. Thank you, guys.